Hello. Hi. Welcome to my tube. Ma, say hi. Oh, say hi. Do it again. Mom's in the background. I'm on the air mattress. I think the cat used it as a scratch post overnight, and it has a slow leak. Tucker's found his comfy spot. Benny behind me. Big face Benny. Say hi, Benny. He said, Marge, Benny not in the mood. He will talk with you later. And then Artie Pants is over here. He freaking loves this coat, man. He loves this thing. Huh. He like struts around.
He's really proud of it.
He's really proud of it. He's like, don't embarrass me. For the love of God, don't embarrass me. For goodness sake. Aw, he's a good boy. They're all good. We just had a snack. I was going through, because I got to do laundry tomorrow. Got to go scope out the laundromat. And it's not a big deal. It's just with all this Rona crap, with all this mask crap, I hate stuff that is just, it's just extra layer of shit. And I don't like it. So, I don't know, whatever. Just go in, put the stuff in the wash, go back outside. No big deal. You know, and it's going to fail by comparison, the last laundromat I went to, because I got to hang out with my friend Pam. I'd bring different flavored creamers. I'd go grocery shopping. I'd, like, put the clothes wash in, and then I'd go across the street and do grocery shopping, well, for a while, until I decided I was never going to shop there again. But I'd bring flavored creamers in, and then we'd have coffee and creamer. This, you know, when things shifted, I've been waiting 3 years to see for this year, because the astrology was like, everybody's going to have like the same experience, really? But on a global level. And I was like, how's God going to, how's he going to do that? I always like, how's God going to get us out of this one? Doinks. You know what I mean? It's just like, God is just, the universe is so marvelous in how intricate it is, you know? Mm-hmm. How everything is like seconds and inches, and how we're drawn to people, places, and things by gravitational pull of their electromagnetic fields, you know? And we've always, see, the thing is, I've always lived like this. Now more people are starting to, it impacts things more, huh? You know? And, so it's like, we're settling in. The thing of it is I know, I don't want to unpack it's like that whole room is totes. Like, I live out of like 30 totes. Pretty much, that's what our lives have been reduced to, like 30 totes. And there's cool stuff in it, you know, like there's books in there. I was like, what? Like a Boy Scout handbook from 1979. Yeah, some early childhood grooming there. Men are from Mars, women are from, because Mom had a bunch of books. So I was going through looking for a pair of pants, and I found my Oshkosh. These are my Oshkosh. I've had these since like the 90s.
What are Oshkosh?
It's just a brand. Oshkosh bagosh.
It's not like a particular type of fabric.
No, they're corduroy fabric. Narrow gauge. You have narrow gauge corduroy and wider gauge.
Oh, for the on the fabric itself?
Yeah, it's just...
It depending on the person's size?
No, depends on the width of the corduroy. There's different gauges, like wires. Like electronic wires, there's different gauges. Anyway, Ma, you're getting me off track. My train of thought is going to derail.
No, it won't.
It always does.
No, it won't.
It'll come back around, maybe.
No, it
oh,
won't.
So I was in there going through looking for pants, because I'm like, man, I had all these pants. I don't know if I even have seen those pants since we left Oregon.
What, the military one?
No, I just had a big old thing of like jeans and stuff like that. Pants. But I have enough to get by. That's the thing is, it's one of the reasons why I talk about, or what I named this talk was our loot, because it's like, and I see people that just have so much stuff. They just have so many belongings and they have so much square footage. And all I can think of is like how much time is spent taking care of that stuff.
Or finding it.
Or finding it. Or making room for it. Or getting new stuff and getting rid of old stuff. And it's just this
a lot of people won't let
perpetual...
go. Yeah, they won't let go.
But that's the thing is like we live out of 30 totes and there's stuff I won't let go of. But like... You know, stuff gets lost, yeah. And you're gonna be bummed about it for the rest of your life because because that fell away too. And then it's like you're reminded, oh, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I'm gonna die one day, and I'm not gonna be able to take this stuff with me. Mom, when you lived in Anderson, you came out to Omaha. You had so much stuff. Oh my gosh, she'd been collecting a lot of stuff for a lot of years, so. It was a lot of stuff. And the older you get, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to have stuff that I can't carry on my own back. You know what I mean? It's like, no more. My days of king-size mattresses are over. You know?
That's hard on your back.
I have, I'm down to, a couple of TVs and a dresser, Cat loves it up in his cat tree. He loves to hang out up there at this cat tree, and he's chilling. But people, I think that's one thing that people came to terms with this year is whether they get to hang out with their family or don't get to hang out with their family, and whether they like them or they don't like them. None of that stuff matters. It's human connections. That's what makes life worth living. I used to be all social and wanted to go all the time. And Artie Pants in his dapper sweater. He loves that sweater. He loves it. Oh, if Keejan's watching, I don't know. This is what I'm gonna watch next. Me and Mom are gonna watch this next. Midnight Madness. What year was it?
Is Keejan a person?
Huh? Keejan.
Is that a person?
It's her YouTube name. She has a real name, but that's her YouTube channel name. What year is this? The sprawling city of Los Angeles is a game board as 5 outrageous teams of college students attempt to win the Great All-Nighter, a dusk-to-dawn competition dreamed up by an eccentric graduate student. David Noddington, An American Werewolf in London, and Stephen First, National Lampoon's Animal House, are paired with the bizarre grab-bag group of fellow students, including Michael J. Fox in his first movie appearance, equally determined to win the game by collecting various clues planted around the city. As darkness approaches, the teams gather and the Midnight Madness begins. This is what we're going to watch next. And we did watch Easy A last night. So we will break it up between I haven't watched this as an adult. So this is going to be cool. We'll see. So stuff, people are figuring out, I don't know, I've always packed light. I've always, I have photo albums that I've had from the 90s and stuff since as long as I've had a camera, and I've always just kind of recorded history, documented history. So I was freaking out because there's a couple things when this chick where we were, she freaking was like, you haven't told them, just jerk me around with the movers and shit, just being a jerk. And, was threatened to freaking call to the Salvation Army. It's just don't work with me, give me small, it's just people that make make difficult situations that are already hard more difficult for people. They're the worst kind of people in the world. They're just awful. So I was thinking about that today when I was going through some totes looking for a bunch of my clothes. And it's funny because I found a bunch from my old life, from my corporate life, and my meeting life when I'd go to meetings and conferences, and wear my bow ties with my dress shirts and my slacks and things like that, in corporate USA, and schmoozing here and schmoozing there, and it's just all reindeer games. People that don't like each other acting like they like each other, and then like trying to make money off of it. It's weird. It's weird. And then God was like, you know what, Marge, we're gonna shift your earth, and family is gonna be more priority to you. Mean more to you than you ever thought it would, and it did. And now I live this quiet, simple life, and I think about the life lessons I learned, because I was hustle and bustle and wanted to go out there, and I've been a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of things, and I have the history, the account of it. I have hundreds of photos in there from Operation Iraqi bullshit, from my time in the Air Force. And wherever I get stationed or wherever I end up, I always go out in the local area in the community and learn about it too. So I am in a part of the country I've never been before. It's cold, so we don't really want to venture out a whole lot. But Colorado is 60 miles. I'm already planning a trip to Colorado for us. Mom's fell asleep. She always dozes off when I do these talks. I put people to sleep. I had a sponsor when I was in recovery. I was doing my fist step. She fell asleep. Even all the havoc I've the wreckage I've caused is just not enough to for people to maintain consciousness. So if you're having a hard time with insomnia, maybe I'm that. Maybe I'm a elixir to that, right? So anyway, I don't know. I had the big house. I had all the square footage. Luna, did you go in there by yourself, big girl? Just a pretty lady? Just a good girl? I did the cruises, and went on vacations, and did all the touristy stuff, and a lot of times in a lot of different parts of the country. And when I lived in Omaha, I got to big girl. She's rolling around having a good time. She's having a freaking party to herself, because you hanging out with Joe? Tell him we said hi. Now the cat's all alert, and Artie's gonna go check it out. He loves it in that sweater, man. He's just so proud of that sweater. I'm like, do you want me to take it off? And he's like, no. I'm like, dude, you just want to wear it till spring? And he's like, well, yeah, okay. All right then. Suit yourself, self-suitor. So, I don't know. Some people, I think, there's all kinds of different people in the world, and there's, now we're going to the 3D Earth and the split, the 3D Earth and 5D Earth. Some of us have been living 5D Earth for a long time. Some of us have never really acclimated to the 3D Earth. I jumped in. I lived there for a while, but I always lived in my, the knowing of my own truth, and that even when I was in the Air Force, I was just playing a role, just like these other people were doing. And everybody's playing a role. And I always wondered what the world would be like if people just acted as their conscious and subconscious, if they just merged and melded, and just, because people have that inner dialogue, It's just, is it freaking guided by love, a loving guidance, or is it a opportunistic, wicked guidance? Easy, it's not playtime. Luna, you getting instigatory, girl? What you doing? You pissy? Pretty girl, to get the toy. Get a toy. Oh, she loves that unicorn, man. They're so happy. This is all I want to do is just make sure mom's freaking happy. The Luna, the girls are happy. I would say that you are happiness. I would say that you are a good definition poster child girl of happy. Yes, thank you. Yes, I thank you. Go get your toy. Get your toy. He said, no, I'm not in a mood, but I'm in a mood, but I'm not in a mood, but I'm kind of in a mood, but here's the mood coming. Mood train, toot toot. Toot toot, mood train. Mood train. It's almost time for us. We'll go out for a little stroll in the park. They'll walk around the front yard a little bit. Huh, girl? Yep. Let's go shake our bits. So, I hope people are clearing away the wreckage, stuff that you don't need anymore. You're figuring out what you don't need, what's really important, you know, and more people are coming into their heart space. They have to. The freaking conjunction's happening here freaking tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Come here, girl.
What's a conjunction?
It's when freaking Jupiter and Saturn line up. It's the baby Jesus star. It's so people that are going to be freaking, their spirits are going to wake up like where they were back when baby Jesus was born. They're going to be all, oh my God, we ain't been living right. And the whole world's going to get fixed. It's going to change like that. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, right?
So they're changing
the world's changing every single day, but more and more people are coming either more into their ego, more in their spirit, and for those that are coming into their ego, just release them with love, man. Just, hey, maybe we can't be friends and hang out in this incarnation, but hold the space of love for them, and maybe next incarnate, you know, but because you can't take not everybody wants to go 5D Earth, not everybody wants to live here, not everyone wants to be here, but. So make the best of it. We could have heaven on earth if people just get past that ego. I mean, I recognize the importance of it, but people that are ruled by it and money, property, prestige, and I have been too. But the joy and the solace I've gotten and peace and serenity I have just from, you know, being with my mom and my dogs, my family. You know, it's priceless. It is, absolutely. And it's about